And we are live again, back here with another redacted workshop. I'm super excited. This is a little bit of a redo after some technical issues last week, but we are here with Metapool. Thanks, Owen, for joining again. How's it going on your side of the world?
All good. You scared me a bit there. No warning. Launched me on screen.
No, we're just going. Now
Going raw.
Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure we jumped into it super quick. Let's just kind of set the stage here. So Metapool has a bounty with 3 winners. It's about integrating their SDK. So most people probably know Metapool as a liquid stake provider, but we have Danny here to walk us through what that SDK is and how it all works together and everything else like that. So let's not waste any more time and we'll jump right into it. Danny, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you for meeting me here. For letting me here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, thanks so much. Metapool is really well known in the near community, and obviously for the liquid staking piece of it. But I know there's a lot more that's going on there, and I think it'd be nice to, just before we jump into the bounty part of it, just kind of set the stage real quick, a high level, like what all the things that are happening at Metapool as best as possible. You can kind of summarize.
Right now, yes, as you said, we are mostly a liquid staking platform, but we are developing more things right now. We are working on a borrow and lending functionality, considering everything we have, all the liquid staking tokens we have, and trying as well to deploy our own stable token.
Nice.
Our stable coin as well.
Stable coin.
Very cool. That's definitely some alpha for people if they don't know already. So very good.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So Danny, let's talk a little bit about this bounty here. So there is it's related to your SDK. If you don't mind, kind of just like, what is the SDK for a liquid stake provider? What does that look like? And then if you want to share your screen, you're more than welcome to as well.
Yes.
And I think if you look on Metapool's website, I love the DAO governance page and the validator page. I looked at it for the first time the other day, and it was a lot more built up than I thought. You guys have been building in the ecosystem for a long time. Some cool stuff.
Well, here is, for example, a presentation I made using this SDK. We have our own NPM package called Metapool Liquid Staking SDK that everyone can download on their project. And users with this can do anything, calling contract. It has functions for making it easier to call the contract functions. Yep. So they can either stake their tokens or make a liquid and stake or delayed and stake. And also they can check some contract data to know the state of the contract, for example.
So is this an example where I can have my users directly stake here, and I can check like if they've actually, have X amount of near staked through Metapool.
Exactly. Also, this could help if anyone is doing their own app. They, for example, they found a strategy that they are sure they're going to make them earn more tokens, that they can win tokens with Near. So if you do that with STNear, you will earn even more tokens. Or even what could happen is that maybe you think Near is going up and it ends up going down. So if you are in STNear, if you hold STNear tokens instead of Near tokens, either Near goes up or down, you'll be better after time passes.
Mm-hmm.
And is this mainly like a front end integration, or can you call like the Metapool contracts or the SDK from a Near contract?
It can be done from both. It's mostly for backend more than front end, because you're going to have a transaction done. For example, I can run start in this case, and this is what's going to be run here. It's obviously on testnet. It's going to take your credentials from the user I shared. For example, let's say this user, and it's going to connect, get the account, instantiate a Metapool class. And in this case, I'm going to stake. I'm going to suppose I have 2 Near, and I'm going to stake all of it. First, I'm going to display the balance and then stake it like this. So in this case, we call metapool.stake. We can see my initial balance is this. So my initial ST balance at first is this. So after I stake, my balance from the contract, getting it from this FT balance off, I can see this increases. In this case, I can see if time passes, estimate price increases in comparison to Near token. So at first I have this. And if I want to recover my Near tokens plus my rewards, I can call liquid stake with my balance. And I get back my Near immediately, paying a small fee. Or if I don't want to pay this fee, I can call Metapool.stake with my balance, and I'll get my Near back after up to 6 days with no fee at all. I know I can withdraw these tokens after calling this on stake, calling get account info with my user, and looking at the property called can withdraw.
Nice. So what are some different things that you see or you're looking to see people build using this SDK? Do you have some ideas in mind that you're hoping people go with this?
Not particularly. Anything they do is fine. Either something related to tokens, maybe something with gaming. Maybe they can use, instead of using Near tokens, to use STNear tokens. It would be best because it will be a better investment for either themselves or the users, since the price increases. Yes.
I feel like a good use case would be sort of like lockup contracts where you just have like a big pool of Near there acting for whatever reason, and instead you can just like hold the ST Near so it's actually doing something, I suppose.
Yes, with just staking Near tokens into STNear, not only you can win more money, more USD over time, but also you are contributing to the network. So since there can be more validators, or the Near will be distributed over many validators, so the network should be safer at the same time.
Nice. Is this something where I can say I can like designate that, my app initiated this amount of tokens, so I know that like through my app users staked 100 tokens, whatever it might be,
like a referral fee or something?
Yeah, like even not even a fee attached, but just even the fact of a referral.
And I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. It's like the referral, or
Yeah, are you able to kind of track referrals through the SDK as well?
That would be not through the SDK. Maybe the developer should do the referral system on their own.
Got it.
So do you have like a referral built into the protocol? Like rather than like you say you don't have it in the SDK, but is it something you have like in the Metapool contracts? You know?
No. In the contract we don't have referral for staking, not anything or anything. Maybe a user can build something like this, but right now I can't think of a good use case for referral on this right now.
So the referral program that you guys have is separate from the SDK. That's a separate process.
Yes.
Got it. Cool.
Oh, so what's the referral program then? I must be oblivious to this.
I was not in charge of developing this referral program, so I'm not quite. I was on other things, so I can't really answer. Sorry.
I think I'll have to do some separate research then.
Sorry.
I also saw that along with the Near SDK, you also show a ETH staking SDK. Is that live too?
Yes.
Nice. And so does that behave the same way?
Yes, it's mostly the same.
Okay.
It's like a copy paste changing just Ethereum for Near for Ethereum. Yes, Near for Ethereum.
And like if you have any like developers, we see any developers that are building on this. I know there's only a couple of days left of the hackathon, but this seems, I mean, we got through it pretty quick, so it seems like something you can implement really rapidly. Is there like someone they can reach out to for assistance, or like a developer group chat where you can get support with this, or where can developers like find this documentation?
Documentation, it's on docs.metapool.app. And you can find it on our website as well, metapool.app. And there should be anything. Also, I believe the repo is public, but I can, if asked over Discord, we should be able to share it as well.
Cool. So like Discord is the best place for developers to get in contact, would you say?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, let me hear. You guys can see my screen. So yeah, so it looks like you do have a link to the GitHub here. There's again. So and if you want to do a little more research here about like the referrals, it's up here in the middle. But yeah, there's some, again, looks like your ETH SDK is here as well. So yeah, it looks looking like you can do a few things here. Do you guys have anything coming on your roadmap that you can talk about that maybe would affect developers and building on top of this?
No, I don't think so. Nothing that could affect them.
Okay.
And I see like you have. I obviously see we're clicked on Near Network right now, but we also have Ethereum there. I wonder if anything can be done with like multi-chain here. Maybe you can stake like because I think do you have liquid staked Ethereum? Is that correct?
Yes, we have Near Ethereum Q token, Aurora, ICP. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything.
So maybe someone
Solana.
can,
yes.
Solana as well. Maybe someone could do something interesting where they like use chain signatures to like stake Ethereum with Metapool.
Yes.
and different ones, and maybe they can like, well, I think this would be a bit more difficult, but like aggregate these liquid state tokens. But I think that's my mind going wild a bit there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it sounds good. Sounds a good project. Yes, indeed.
Is this something that actually live here, as on the screen here, these API endpoints?
I'm not sure about all of them. The first two should be, and the meta stineer, I'm not sure, because we changed it to MPDAO, the name.
Right.
Maybe that we should be upgraded a little bit.
What kind of data? This is just price data.
Yes, that's price data.
Perfect.
Well, like Oracle or
like what? Sorry.
Like you said, price data, Joe. Do you know what price data is? This like Oracle you can use or?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, the
okay.
first one, for example, is the exchange rate for stineer near. The second one is between stineer and USD.
Sick.
Cool.
Sick.
So yeah, so let's one more time, I'll give you the screen back here to just kind of high level for people who just kind of maybe have joined. Here, I'll remove my screen. If you want to show your screen one more time, Danny, here, just to kind of talk about again, just the npm package, just adding it in and the calls that you can make from there.
Yes, the npm package is this one, Metapool at Metapool / liquid staking SDK. And we have many functions here. We can also get in here. So first we have to instantiate the class Metapool with the account we want to call and maybe the contract that can be different for testnet and mainnet. And from there we have functions that interest us the most are ft balance off to get the balance of an account in stineer. The stake method that will stake my near tokens, the near tokens I share here. So I will get stineer tokens back. Once I want to get those stineer back to near, I can call liquid and stake, sharing my the stineer I have in Yoctos, so with the 24 decimals. And I have to share as well the minimum expected Yoctos in near I'd like to receive. And by doing this, I will get the near tokens back with the rewards I have over time, except for a little fee that we charge, because this is liquid, this is the moment. We can also have well, if you want to know, for example, how to find out this parameter, you can use this get near amount sell stineer. We have also some contract info and state and params here that maybe it's not fully necessary, but someone might find something interesting here. This would be the number of accounts holding stineer. That's for metrics, not very relevant. Account info to know information about your own account, or if a developer has some users, they can know something as well here. Also, we have unstake, sharing the amount of stineer you have, or unstake all that will not request this parameter and will unstake all the stineer you have. And after this will get you your near back, but instead of having a fee with liquid and stake, you will have to wait a couple of days to get it without any fees. Once these near tokens when this stineer is unstaked, you can periodically call get account info to know that, and once you get from here that you can withdraw, you can call withdraw to actually get your near tokens back. Another possibility users have as well is liquidity, that this is for the liquid and stake part, that they can either add near tokens to liquidity, and they will get some share of the liquid and stake fee, or also they can remove the liquidity as well.
Nice, great, yeah. So
I like how you like it's really quite abstract, this SDK, so you don't have to really deal with like well, it doesn't seem like you have to particularly deal with like near API JS or stuff that much. You just sort of use these methods. So it's like nice how you've done it, and it should be good developer experience. I could see this being like quite a good bounty for someone relatively new to NIR. Seems like someone can pick up quite easily because it's so like abstracted.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Danny, I appreciate you coming on, kind of walking us through that. If people here, if you haven't already seen the bounty through the Redacted Hackathon, again, going through the 31st here, so there still is time to integrate Metapool. You can integrate, just join period if you want to hack the next about 48 hours or so. And really here, there's a lot of opportunities to stack bounties as well. So if you're doing something else, you want to now add in the Metapool feature, you can stack a bounty and go from there as well. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on today, Danny.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Danny.
Take care.
Good to see you. Take care.
All right. So let's take a little bit of time here, Owen, and I just want to walk through some of the other stuff that goes on here on Metapool as well.
Not financial advice.
Yeah, this is not financial advice. This is just the service. By no means are we saying that go use this, but I think it's good to know that this is what's available here in the ecosystem. And Metapool is actually doing something a little bit unique and different than just a standard liquid staking provider. So there are a couple different parts, and if you are a validator, you can actually apply to actually get additional funding towards your validator through the liquid staking process. So you can, they automatically will distribute it, but they actually have ways through their voting feature that
I think this dashboard is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And so you can, if you own Metapool's token, it gives you voting power, and you can vote on your own validator if you have one, or somebody else's, and you can essentially assign those votes. And based off of that, they take a certain percentage of their tokens to then you get a little bit distributed, a little bit extra from there. And so you can see who actually is getting some stuff, and it's all kind of in real time. Each epoch, they actually will redistribute tokens accordingly, and you can see like how many total votes different validators have. So it's a nice little feature there too.
It's also done on like performance there as well. So
yes,
I mean it's kind of, it can be difficult to get enough amount of NIR to make your validator like profitable to start with, like any other ecosystem. So if you've got like a boss ass set up and you've got no downtime, then you can get some NIR through this delegated. So it's a cool cool system.
Yeah, it's a really nice opportunity. It's a nice way to activate a community as well. So if you have a community around that, they also have grants so again, they use the rewards that are coming from the liquid staking to actually provide some grants, which again, I think is a really pretty cool setup here as well, that gives you an opportunity to, again, reach out. We can look at some of the different grants here. You can see what it looks like. And again, it's all about engaging the community, because you actually have to go and get votes, and people have to contribute back to it. So it's not just like I apply, and if they like it, they'll do it. You actually have to have people who own some of the voting token to actually go in and put their vote towards what you're doing. And it's a neat approach.
I would say like this is one of like the most undervalued projects from like a technical perspective. Like they're one of the first, if not the first, and probably the largest like stake weighted voting system on there.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally
And
is. Great use case. Yeah, and you can see where it can work, and you can see how some of the stuff goes. They do some different like restaking stuff with some different chains. They are on multiple chains, as you can see here. So it's not just Near, but they do actually support other chains. Obviously there's the standard staking feature here, which is you can use however you want to do that. And it's really fairly straightforward, and it's all permissionless. They really have done a nice job. You can read through. They explain how everything kind of works, how the token works, and all those different parts of it. All their audits are here. They're very transparent about how all of this works, and they're really focused on really, providing tools that are not just liquid staking, but actually really building a community and being part of an ecosystem as well. So pretty neat stuff. I definitely want to encourage people that if you are looking to add something into your project, like an opportunity for your users to stake, like Danny showed, you can use the SDK really easily. You can combine it with different things. If you want to track how people donate, you can make your own referral system. However you want to do stuff, I think you could do this pretty quickly, because that was pretty straightforward SDK. I don't think that would be too hard to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's a great one to start on, definitely.
Yeah, and again, if you want to see, if you want to provide liquidity, you can see what the different rates are. And so all this stuff, they make everything out in front. They don't hide any of the different numbers. It's all clear right here of what it all looks like, what's going to happen, what does it mean. So they really try to educate as well as you go through all of this stuff. It's not just about like, hey, go do this. It's what does this mean, and how is this going to work.
And from like a developer perspective as well, I think most, if I don't know about like the voting contracts and stuff, but I know this like the staking contract is open source. So like I know I've seen reviews. There's a YouTube video somewhere reviewing and like going through how the staking contract works, I do believe. So it's like a great repo to look at if you're getting into you want to build something with DeFi, right? It's always easier to I'm unsure of the license, so if it's not fully open source, don't take my advice. But
no, I mean,
it's always
they're pretty
easier
big
to fork than to start again.
No, they are very big on doing things open source, and so I'm sure it is, and if it's not, it's going to be soon. Maybe it just needs like an audit or something. We can kind of wrap here, but I do want to highlight we have crossed the 1,500 participant number here for Redacted, which is awesome. That prize number there, over $700,000 in prizes. You have until October 31st. The actual time, I don't know the actual. Oh, here you go, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So whatever time zone you're in, it should show up what that looks like. But so about a little less than 3 days, to get there. I would also say, again, go through the different bounties. You can stack bounties. There might be little things here and there. Like we just saw how easy it was to include Metapool. Take a second, go through. Hey, how can I do that? Easy prizes right here. We've had most of these partner bounties here come on and do a workshop. Check out the YouTube channels for DevHub. On your protocol, there's AMAs, there's workshops. Everything is here for you to really maximize what you want to build. And if you are stuck, please come ask questions. All the resources are right here at the top here of this tab, and you can jump in. Here's the different Telegram channels where you can jump in and start asking questions.
Yeah, the Telegram will come in useful for sure.
Definitely. So don't hesitate. Take your chance. A lot of money's up for grabs. A lot of cool stuff. And then Redacted itself is coming up as well. So the IRL event, which is going to be great. So looking forward to seeing what people build. We have another workshop today in little under about 30 minutes. We have Proximity coming back on to talk about building on top of Bitcoin using chain abstraction.
Oh, yeah.
So that's in about 28 minutes from now. Make sure you come back to these channels. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be pretty cool stuff, and they're going to give some real good examples about how to actually start building a pretty intelligent layer on top of Bitcoin. So looking forward to that. But
Yeah.
until then, we'll see you in about 30 minutes, and keep building. Thanks all.
In a bit.
Oh, and we're still live. Hold on. All right. Till then. Bye-bye.